I'm Colin Fitzgerald with Arrowhead Camper Sales in Mayfield, Kentucky. We're going to look at our 2025 395 FB Ahara fifth wheel by East to West. This is a brand new floor plan. It's a front bath, bath and a half model, rear kitchen. Most products in these large fifth wheels make a front bath, rear kitchen model, but this is pretty unique as far as the way the slides are done in the back, and an extra slide. So try to point that out to you. Those of you that are researching this product for the first time, may not notice some of this. Those of y'all that are really aware of the product's history will notice that the decals are different. This is something that Forest River has undergone in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. We've started to see the 25 models, late 24s and 25 models that had the new graphics on them. So you can see, here's a pretty good example. There's a carryover 24 next to me. The old graphics with no Forest River. The new ones do have the Forest River banner across the top. There's a saber just for reference, as you can see. So nothing has changed as far as the structure of East to West or Forest River. Every Forest River owned company is going to be having that graphic across the front in some way, fashion, or form. So just something to keep in mind. That's probably going to cause some confusion for some people, but nothing has changed as far as the structure of the company. Let's go inside first, take a look at some things there. 395 FB, again, is our floor plan. This is the first year for this floor plan. 4 seasons package. You can see those stickers there near it. They have really stepped up their game with their sticker advertising, I guess, as you would call it, highlighting features. So I'll try to point those out as we go, because I will miss things if I do not. I'm going to zoom out real quick, so bear with me. And right here at the door, I'll give you your length and weight. So dry weight, 15,926 pounds. Length tip to tip, 44 feet 4 inches. So obviously a very, very large unit. I think that goes without saying. And we'll scan here real quick and show you again. Rear kitchen, mid living. I'm just gonna zoom, pan around here a little bit. And then go back toward the front. And we'll start up here in the front. I got a water with me. Look at the time stamp on this. It's January. Everybody's fighting a little bit of the cold. So if I have to stop and get a drink, bear with me. I'm pretty laid back in these. So front bath, we're gonna start up here in the front. Really different, and I'll get to the closet in a second. That's where the big differences are in this product and other front baths. Again, most full profile RV manufacturers are making a front bath of some sort. Shower is not plastic, fiberglass one piece, as you can see. This particular style of shower head, they've used something similar for a while now with multiple positions where water can come out, as you can see. You've obviously got the traditional loose head there, but you've got an overhead shower head, as you can see. So really cool. Several different options there for using water. There's a diverter valve that changes where the water's coming from. Y'all probably can't see it, but it controls right there the positions, and then that's the hot and cold control there. So cool setup. You got a skylight in there, several different shelf options, of course a seat as well. Toilet is located here. This is your paper towel holder. It's actually, there's a magnet there that holds that in place. I had it moved. So it's a pretty cool little concept. You can move it out if you don't want it sitting there. Max air fan here in the bathroom. Got a rain sensor, as you can see right there. Across from that is our mirror, 2 sinks, his and her sinks. You've got solid surface countertops here. 6'6" tall bathroom ceiling. I'm 5'10", so it doesn't really affect me, but for those of y'all that are taller, that's important to note. Storage here below. Brass plumbing fittings. That's something, if you're in RV groups on Facebook, you see a ton of conversation, and these are finished out real well, so I'm trying to show you, by the way. A ton of conversation about the style of fittings and hoses. If you're not in those groups, I would encourage you. You can get some information, but overall, it's pretty cool to see what everybody says about stuff. I love the closet. So this front bath closet, you've got really good hanging storage. Again, for what we're working with here. 2 over there. There's a recessed area there. I have an outlet. I love having outlets in these closets in case you got things you want to charge, or vacuums or things of that nature you want to be able to hook up. And then you've got the same thing over here. And then a recessed shelf over here with a outlet. More outlets here, lots of drawer options. So I think it's really cool. The washer and dryer you'll see are down in the half bath, which is what allows this to just be a huge amount of closet and storage area. These are motion lights, as you saw, but I really, really like this. I like to put a mirror on this so that when you're getting ready, you can obviously sit right here and look at yourself in the mirror. Not to be vain, but it is nice to be able to check yourself before you go out. So I like the way this is designed, because the washer and dryer are not having to be in here. Sliding door to close this off. Huge window. Sometimes these front bath bedrooms can be really closed off because of the way the windows are set up. That's a massive window. That TV goes down. I think the switch was, yeah, right here. Obviously, I have it up to show you, but that TV goes down if you want. If you're like me and don't watch much, then you can just keep that down, and you got a really, really nice sized window here looking out. Notice one of the things that Ahara's done, I love the way they trim their windows out. There is wood trim around the entire window. They even have the night and day shades kind of in those grooves as guides. So see what I'm talking about here. But day and night shades, trimmed out windows, beautiful valances up here. Really, really love the way they've started to do that. Nice big fireplace here below there. There's a remote for it. I dropped down in there, so after this video, I get to get that out of there. So at least I didn't do it on camera. First slide here, as you can see, I love the way the headboard's done. There's style and trim around there to make it look more ornate. Windows on both sides, again, trimmed out, which I like the way they did that. There are drawers down here below the bed, as you can see. Try to point out space beside the bed, so y'all can see that you can get in and out there. And then another door closed this area off right here. A lot of the lights in here you're gonna find are on dimmers. Most, I think, I'm trying to think in the bathroom, most of the overhead lights are on dimmer switches if you wanna be able to adjust that. 3 airs on this, thermostats for each. You'll see one here, you'll see 2 downstairs, which we'll look at in a second. And now we're going down to the lower level. Little stuff like this I like. Instead of making that just a blank panel, they put that style. I know that seems small, but that's the kind of stuff that you don't notice individual stuff like that, but overall it really creates more, in my opinion, more lines, and just makes it look a lot more richer. A lot more rich, not more richer. A lot more rich. So storage here, magnetic catches there. I like this. This is a pull-out closet. I think that's poplar. It looks like at least the poplar we have in our store in there, but beautiful, well done, well finished there. And then across from that's the half bath, where again we have our washer dryer. So it's kind of like a utility room. You've got a nice big solid surface countertop here for setting laundry baskets, folding clothes, things of that nature. Split washer dryer, which is obviously, if you have had any experience with these, much preferred over a combo unit. I don't even personally want a combo unit. Storage above for laundry things and things of that nature you put up there. Mirror, backlighting, sink. Hot and cold water. I like they put a pull-out sprayer here. This is kind of more of a utility style sink. So I don't, if you're doing things of that nature, you've got a more friendly thing for you to wash things versus like a really cheap. A lot of times they have a sink that, like, man, it doesn't even come up to here and you can barely fit in anything underneath it. So I like that they put that sink in here. There is a power vent in here, and you can see they put the switch there to be able to open and close that. And then another door to close this off here, a sliding pocket door, which I love because it means it's not swinging out into the walk space. This is where we came in. So right across from that is going to be a cabinet door we open. We got several things going on here. The inverter, you've got the overhead lights here with this dimmer switch, slide room switch. There's so many slides that the standard panel only has room for 3. So there's another slide room switch there. So 4 slide switches. The max air fan, of course, is so high that you wouldn't be able to operate that without a remote control or this wall control. And then down here is the standard control panel with our monitor panel, water pump, tank heaters, light switches, slide and awning switches here. Okay, so that's all of our controls located there. And now we're looking at the living room area. So this thing in total has 5 seating areas. We're gonna have a couch here, theater seats here, couch here. I call it the kitchen table or work table there. And then on the other side of the bar, we'll see in a second, there are some bar stools. So 5 seating areas, 2 additional beds with the trifolds. I want to crack this water open real quick, set this down while I'm talking. As you can see here at the entertainment center, you've got above the TV, there are some decorative cabinet doors. Below that, you've got a storage area and a fireplace. I can't remember if this opens or not. I think it does, but I can't. Yeah, there's where your radio is. You got storage down there below that, and then the fireplace below. Furnace vents are not on the floor. They're going to be in positions like that, which I do appreciate. In the slides, again, we got 1 trifold here. I like that they finished it out on both sides with end tables, outlets, and USB ports. Again, the windows, I love the way they trim those out with day and night shades. Across from that's another trifold sofa. Notice flush floor slides, no carpet at all. Our desk here, I'm going to call it a work desk or kitchen. It depends on what you want to do, kitchen table or work desk. But you got outlets and USBs here, and you got outlets and USBs there. So if you're going to use this, you can see they even have it set up, expecting somebody possibly to do that. If you're going to Have it as a work desk, you can do that, or whatever, as an eatery, whatever you want to do. And then theater seats here directly across from the TV. Like I already said, 3 airs. There's our second and there's our third right there. All 3 are ducted, which I like. I like this little divider here between the kitchen and living room. I feel like Montana really made that popular. Man, it's been years. Maybe 7 or 8 years ago, I started seeing them do a lot of that. Heartland did it a lot in their bighorns and stuff, but I like that little runner there. Kind of feels like you're segmenting off the kitchen from the living room. I like that I like that it's a dark wood instead of just a light. And then now we're back to the kitchen. So again, this is the area where, compared to most front bath rear kitchen models we see, this is very, very different. You do have the 2 bar stools here, solid surface countertops throughout. There's our 2 AC controls I was talking about, and then some more light switches, outlets, and dimmer switches for lights. But because you've got this extra slide over here, which we don't typically see, we have a pantry that is really well equipped. We got fixed shelves above, lots of lighting in here. It's motion lighting. You can see a little control up there, motion lighting. Outlets in here. There's a piece of countertop that's solid surface, even still there, so that if you want, maybe this can be a hutch, some area for, probably not things that have steam, but appliances and things that you want to use. Maybe you want to plug in. We have a little handheld shark vac at our house. Maybe you want to mount it on the wall and have it charging there. Whatever. You've got some options there. Pull out drawers below. It's just really nice. It's deep, you can see. So again, if you wanted to mount maybe like a broom or a mop or a rechargeable vacuum or something here, you've got room for that. Really nice pantry. Large 12-volt refrigerator there. Great countertop space along the back wall. They were still able to incorporate a big window. Sometimes these can have no window back there, and it really, really feels enclosed. So huge window at the back. Beautiful crown molding, cabinet doors, just a wall of storage down here. And then over here we have a GE profile oven and stove. So it's a large residential style stove and oven. Again, more countertop space. Lots of lighting back here. A big microwave above that. And then we have, this is the TST tire pressure monitoring for those of y'all that were curious. And this is nice, having these bar stools right there at the TV. If you want to eat and watch TV, then you can sit there and do that. But lots and lots of seating in this unit because of the way it's laid out with that additional slide. So that is the inside of this. I think that's really all I want to cover in here. Let's go outside and take a look at some stuff there. So this has, of course, MORryde step above steps. Those have taken off. This is actually Stromberg Carlson's version of the MORryde handle that y'all probably seen on a lot of stuff. So Stromberg Carlson, for those of y'all that are been around the industry, they were the originators of the big grab handle. So MORryde beat them to the punch on this handle. So now they got their own version. So you're gonna probably start seeing that as a competitor. This has a new jack system as well. Lippert, still Lippert, but a little different. I think this is called Titan leveling. I can't show you one. I don't have one right next to me of the old style, but yeah, you can't see them. But anyway, this is the new style. You've noticed by the jack feet and by the actual legs itself. So I don't think I have any sales points on that, but just to point out things that have changed. On the exterior, graphics are generally going to be the same. Large square windows on this. I like the fact they have an awning here on this side of it, as you can see. There's an awning on the slide itself, so you got a ton of awning coverage over here. Even though you have a slide on the side, you don't necessarily lose that campsite coverage there. So at our suspension here, MORryde heavy duty shackles and wet bolt kit on this. You can probably see it right there. Yep, you can see the CRE 3000. And then you've got vac bonded, wall ends here. We're not dealing with free-hung fiberglass on our slide ends. I hear them yelling for me, so if my video gets interrupted, just bear with me. Cooper tires, you can see right there. Outlet here. I can't remember what this is exactly. Sometimes I just forget. I think it's going to be, yeah, for a manual crank there for the spare tire if you needed to get that out. See that little, right there, the spare tire. Keep going around here. LP quick connect back there, so if you have an outside grill or something, you can do that. On the back, really seamless look, no bumper, but we do have the hitch back here. This is part of a towing package they offer, so it's prepped if you wanted to tow something. I always tell everybody, check for legality in different states and stuff. I cannot keep track of every state, but they do have this on here and set up for that. Back at the back, prep for a backup camera, prep for the Lippert on the go ladder. Power cord hookups back here. We usually use a power cord. That is an anomaly. I think we robbed it actually for, I can't remember why we don't have that here. Oh, they forgot it from the factory. That was what happened. It got confused with another unit. So for those of y'all watching this video, you're probably thinking, man, he always has them hooked to power, but not this one. That is a good testament to the solar on this, actually. So that was gonna be another point. It says a solar package on it. This whole time it's been here, I don't know, maybe a month. It's been unplugged and the solar's been keeping it up. So for those of y'all that are curious about that, that's a pretty good way to show you how well it works. So we also got slide toppers on this, as you can see. Just kind of showing you different stuff here. You're going to see different termination points. I just always try to show the underbelly. Everybody's usually curious to see where valves and things are. And I'll open up the compartments here in a second. Little work light there, black tank flush. Probably gonna have two of those if I had to guess, one for this bathroom, one for the other. There's your dryer vent there. Furnace, tankless water heater is right there. And then here's where I want to get at to show you some, bear with me, hard with one hand. All right, so here's what we got going on here. Our valves are gonna be electric. So we got two blacks, two grays. Those are electric valves there. We've seen that in the Dakota toy hauler as well. Battery disconnect here. Little outlet light out here. Nautilus system, which I love for winterizing. Man, it's so much easier. Spray port out here, another black tank flush like we suspected, and city water connection here. Now, I love how Ahara does this. Putting that little door, man, is it nice to be able to just inspect these connections. If you've owned an RV, you know, if you can own something long enough, you're gonna have some type of drip, something will happen. I hate having to take these things apart. If they're stapled together, it's just a mess. So I like this little cabinet door here, that's or whatever, hinge. The pump's right there. I can get to that easy. You know, look at the filter. It's just, I appreciate stuff like that. It makes it so much easier as a dealer, and then I know for you as an owner. Just showing you the storage in here. Open that side over there in just a second. On the go ladder, already included with it. Motion sensor LED strip light there. There's the solar I was talking about. 430 watt solar with a 2000 watt inverter. So as you can see, I mean, it's been here, like I said, I think about a month. I have to look at the exact date. Not just a day. It's been here long enough that it has kept that up, which I love. Here's the new Lippert hydraulic control. I'm not gonna make the whole thing. Low battery voltage detected, but I guess I need to get it plugged in. So if you're watching this video, you could probably comment and tell me that I was wrong. But anyway, still enough voltage to run our lights. So that's the new control panel. We'll see how that goes. It's here to stay, so it doesn't matter what I think of it. And then in here in the front, more storage. There's your inverter. There's a solar charge controller right there. Hydraulic pump. Really love their battery box because you can just disconnect it right there and not have to get to the batteries. There's your spray port hose. And then I'm gonna go to this side and open this up. So hard with one hand. Magnetic compartment door holders, by the way. All right, so right here you got TV hookups, another motion sensor light. That's going to be for the tire pressure, and then another spray port over here. So you got it on both sides, which I like. You know, depending on what you're doing and which side of the camper that you're on. And that's a manual crank. I think that's it on the exterior of the unit. 2025 395 FB Ahara fifth wheel. The link in the description goes to our website. There'll be pictures, pricing, specs, whatever you want there, or you can call, text, or email anybody in our family. We'll be happy to help you. Again, my name is Colin Fitzgerald with Arrowhead Camper Sales. On behalf of my family, thank you for watching our videos. Have a great day.